Hello and welcome to the new Friday stream where we go on with, I want to say Elden Ring, no, with GreedFall, where we have a wonderful, I think, quest in front of us. Ahoy Michael, I hope you're good, where we have the trial in front of us, or a trial, the quest is called. So let's see if that is actually as nice as I hope. So Michael, I hope you had so far a wonderful, good week, a acceptable week. Bro, YouTube is seriously kidding me. I had to write ahoy twice for it to be delivered. Maybe YouTube is thinking it has something to do with pirates, and maybe they do not like pirates. I have no clue. I know it's a Czech language thing that you have already explained to me once or twice. But maybe YouTube ain't that smart. Now, to the courtroom. Or to the lawyer. And we need to go left, use the compass. Hey, I was just writing to you to... You wanted to slide in my DMs on Twitter about your Elden Ring Convergence mod experience. Would you like me to write it for you here? Yeah, why not? Let's try it out. If you're gonna have problems with delivering of message, then switch to YouTube, Twitter, but just write it here. Try it out. I am interested. Yep, take your time, buddy. Take your time. We're gonna head into a conversation yet anyways, I guess. In-game conversation. Now, quickly save just in case. And then we see how we go on from here. Oops. That looks familiar to my residence. It's cool that he has that shelf with no books in it, and he's anyways.
Hello. To whom do I have the honor of speaking?
De Sardet. I'm the legate of the merchant congregation. Governor Buren told me to pay you a visit.
Oh, it is you who arrested Dr. Asili and must help me prepare the trial.
Exactly.
Excellent. We will have lots to do if we want the doctor to pay for his crimes. The accused has a lot of support. Any evidence and testimonies you can gather will be useful.
We'll have no problem gathering witnesses. His laboratory cells were full of them.
We will call them to the witness box, of course. But be aware that if the victims are natives, their words will unfortunately not carry much weight here.
There were also some
That's
Norse.
racist.
Perhaps I could convince some of the doctor's colleagues to talk.
Their testimony will be crucial. The word of other scholars is likely to be the only thing that condemns him. That plus any material evidence you can gather.
I picked up a strange powder in the laboratory. A substance that I've not been able to identify.
You should show it to an alchemist. We need to know what it is to be able to use it.
These documents describe Dr. Asili's work, as well as the horrible experiments he was performing.
Perfect. I will read them in detail. We will no doubt find something to support my prosecution.
I have found a letter proving that Dr. Asili voluntarily transmitted the Malachor to my cousin, Constantin Dorsey. I would like to add that I too was a victim of this poisoning.
Did the accused try to take the life of the governor of New Serene? This is an extremely serious crime.
Indeed. He saw my cousin and me as the ideal control group to prove his theories. And no humanitarian or diplomatic consideration could put a stop to his ambition.
This letter alone is crucial proof. I will put it on our file.
Do we have any chance of winning?
Yes, I am rather confident. You have provided overwhelming evidence. But if we had witnesses, we would have an even bigger chance of winning.
I will return to you soon. The Nauts should be at the port, and the islanders had to take refuge in Sardet. As for the scientists, they said they would go back to the governor's laboratory. I should give this powder to someone who can tell me what it is.
Alright, and we will begin talking to Afra, since she's just around.
Sardet, I'm happy to see you. Can I do anything for you?
I would like you to tell me about Asili.
I was expecting you to come and see me about this. What would you like to know?
Just a second. Alright, experiments, yes.
Were you aware of Dr. Asili's experiments?
In part, yes. That's why I chose not to be his student any longer.
Why not say anything?
Because I never thought he would go so far. Over time, he became more and more cruel. I found his approach brutal. As if by meeting the natives it deprived him of all humanity. He spoke of them as test subjects, never as people. But there was a time when he was the greatest doctor and scientist in the Alliance. And I clung on to that memory.
You do know that you were captured thanks to him?
Yes, but I thought the natives wanted to trade us merely as prisoners of war. I was blind. And stupid. I regret it terribly.
Do you think, as your master does, that science justifies all sacrifices?
No. I may have believed that at one time, without of course ever imagining that we'd resort to such cruel treatment. But Dunkus, you and Siora have opened my eyes to the limits of science. To worship it as we do in the Alliance does not make us better than Teleme.
In your opinion, were the horrors practiced in this laboratory necessary for his research?
No, even if he was convinced of it. General interest outweighs the suffering of a few individuals. He wanted results quickly, to the point of neglecting slower, more humane methods. I hope we'll succeed in ensuring these experiments never happen again.
Nah.
Would you be willing to testify against Dr. Asili during his trial?
Of course. I was going to talk to you about that. I want to convince my colleagues that we must give up these kind of methods. And even if it costs me dearly, I want my master to pay for what he did. Anything else?
Nope, that was it.
I must leave you.
Yeah, I for a second thought there might be a love flirty option. Okay, good. Then we have a couple of dudes to talk to too. Convince the Nauts will do. Okay, then let's start with the governor. And let's see what he... Governor? No. The Nauts. What... Or if we can get them...
Greetings!
Yep, hello, boy, sorry. And let's get them to testify. Just straight and then we are there. Hello, lady. Okay, let's help out action. I am in for it.
To my help. Is everything all right?
Once again, thanks to you. These people wanted to kill me.
They certainly wanted to prevent you from testifying at the doctor's trial.
The doctor will be judged. I suppose you'd like me to testify about how we suffered.
Indeed. If you do not fear another attempt on your life by these men.
Don't worry. I won't put up with intimidation. From now on, my people will watch over me until I can testify. And I intend to witness the execution of our torturer. You can count on me.
Thank you. Your word will be crucial during the trial.
Okay, good. She's rescued. And she will testify. That's good too. That portion of the quest is done then. Now, good. We killed only 2. I thought there were 3. Alright, good. No. And then let's over to having in the ground floor our powder analyzed. Or like other people say, analyzed. So I'm sorry, I'm sometimes a little like a kiddo. Let's go down to the right. And then left, and then the first door, the important part, ground floor. And I, just in case, save. You never know what's gonna happen there, if you have to do a decision or not, and if anything goes wrong or not, right? Ground floor. See, that's a library, not like at the lawyer's place. Anyways.
Hello. I see that you're back to work.
Indeed. We were not bothered thanks to you. And here I can make myself useful. But I don't think you're here to ask about me. What can I do for you?
So yesterday I finished the Convergence mod for Elden Ring, and I thought I'd share my opinion about it. Overall, I would say it's awesome. What would be interesting to me too, if you have it in mind, how long your playtime was. Since it is a mod, I'm always surprised how long the playtimes sometimes are. It adds it adds a lot of new weapons, and they are so cool. It also adds a few new armors, but they unfortunately aren't so remarkable, because most of them are just slightly changed armors from the original Elden Ring, but they are still pretty. That's neat, that's cool. There are also several new bosses, and 2 of them new remembrance bosses, and they are pretty good. Especially the Matriarch. It also changes the world in some ways. For example, some dungeons... Oh wait, did I... Okay, they give you some attribute buffs, which are really cool. There are also several new bosses, and 2 of them bosses, and they are pretty good, especially when it's also changed the world in some ways. Some dungeons are now themed, like Frenzied Flame themed dungeon. Oh, you encounter Frenzied Flame enemies, and they reward for the dungeon boss is Frenzied Flame related. Oh, that's neat. I love how they redid the spells. In original Elden Ring, you first had to find a spell book and then give the spell book to the teacher, and then it gives you several spells, and they are usually behind some bosses, and thus... Oh. And they are usually behind some bosses. Oh yeah. Simply have the best stuff from the start. I love that, and they add a whole lot of new spells, and they are so damn cool. Bosses, I would say that they improved bosses in so many ways. For example, the gargoyles aren't as annoying. A lot of duo fights are tweaked so they can actually somewhat work. Okay, that's nice to hear. The gargoyle fight was pretty damn nasty. I agree. They often replace duo bosses with single bosses, some even by new bosses, which is so damn cool. And overall, I would say that they balanced most of the bosses to be completely possible to defeat without any summons. The bosses are actually fair now. Oh, okay, that's the reason why the Matriarch, then the player did not have a summon, right? Malenia, I think that Malenia deserves her own space to be discussed. I don't know if my build was so strong or if I got good, I guess that, or if they actually changed Malenia. But the fight wasn't as unfair as I remembered from Elden Ring. I guess that my damage output was very high, and that obviously makes a difference if you do hits. But I would say that her lifesteal was less aggressive. Oh yeah, the lifesteal. That was nasty. Her poise was really good. The original Melanie often didn't stagger when she should. Now she staggers normally. Nice. But most importantly, I would say that she uses the waterfall dance. Yep, the wonderful thingy less frequently, and that makes her so much better. Yeah, although you can get used to it, right? 3 dodges, one then in her direction, but oh god, yeah, that she was annoying. She still has it, but it's overall more manageable, and it's and I'm not sure if this was also in the original Elden Ring, but she kinda awards aggressive playstyle, and you know how I said that you can refight bosses. Well, even I refought Malenia twice, and it was actually pretty good, and I love that every starting class starts somewhere else. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Now, I would like to talk a bit about things I see a little negative. The game ports you around the world a lot, so it kind of feels like a randomizer, and while I like that you aren't region locked, I would say that it's a bit too much. The new weapons are way better than the old ones, so there's a balance issue. I'm just okay, do you mean with the new weapons are way better? You mean with way better they just do way more damage, right? And that's definitely only my problem, but after you fight the fire giant you can take a new weapon, and I couldn't, so I guess it was bugged, but that's just my problem. But there's only one way big issue, and that is that you cannot get the Godskin Matriarch outfit. That's outrageous. So yeah, that's so bad. But it's important to mention that the Commodus mod is just in alpha stage, so I suppose the most problems will be addressed, and I would definitely recommend it. It's awesome. Yeah, I didn't even know that it's just an alpha. Then I guess balancing issues with weapons, or weapon balancing is going to be addressed over time, right? When a lot of cool guys are actually testing it out. Finally done. Yeah, new weapons, a lot better damage, better ashes of war, and better movesets. But the summons, the thing is that they kinda punish you for using, not really punish, but there's a price for using them. Using them lowers your HP, but I think it's very cool. Yep. If you are, if you're not stuck with a boss, they still help, right? But lowered HP with a boss you are struggling at is still kind of a heavy trade-off, right? I would say, depending on how much HP they actually remove.
What is your purpose here?
I helped Dr. Unur to understand the research of my former master. He's the one who became his successor.
I do hope that he doesn't use the same methods.
Of course not.
What about your other colleagues? What's become of them?
They felt guilty. They stopped their experiments and returned to Al-Sard.
What do the other scholars think of Dr. Asili now that his actions have been revealed for all to see?
Most still admire him greatly. He was the greatest amongst us, you know? They didn't witness what was happening in the lab, and they have little interest in the natives. For them, the main problem is political, given that the war against the rebels cost us dearly. Until they understand the horrors that happened there, they will not have any moral issues.
Okay, I will show you. Okay, yeah, two things: testify and the powder. They still help they still help out a lot, and I think that lowering the HP is a fair price for it. The better the summon, the more HP it takes. Yep, that makes kind of sense. The jellyfish, for example, took only a little, but Oleg took quite a lot. Alright, is the playtime... The playtime is, I guess, then similar to the original Elden Ring, right? Or does it put in extra hours on top? A part that you're playing took me 60 hours. Okay, I think that's the middle value for the playtime of Elden Ring. Only the cool guys take 140 hours, I've heard.
Are you prepared to testify against Dr. Asili?
Oh, 130.
Yes. I kept silent for far too long about what was going on in that lab. I know what we did was wrong, and I do not want it to happen again.
Thank you. Your story could change the outcome of this trial.
Okay, then the powder.
I discovered this strange powder in one of the laboratory's chests. Do you know what it is?
I did see the doctor using it once or twice, but I don't know what it is. But I can study it for you if you want. I have the tools that will allow me to do so here.
So, what is it?
It is a quintessence of black blood. Probably created using the blood of numerous patients. The doctor managed to harness the very concept of the Malachor in this powder. A single pinch ingested by someone would be enough for them to be afflicted by the disease. With the quantities that you brought me, hundreds of people could be contaminated. It's terrifying. I cannot believe Asili would do such a thing. Here, these are my notes. I wrote down all the details of my experiments, as well as my conclusions.
Thank you. I will relay them to the prosecutor.
Yeah, leave.
I must leave you. What she saw working alongside Asili obviously upset her. She will make an excellent witness.
Yeah, let's hope so. Alright, then, next task to go to... yeah, okay. I thought I was already that I already had exited the building. Alright, we need to travel. Okay, good. Then we go to our residence. Welcome back, Michael. I mean, there are always cool mods, right? But it's still always a cool feeling if that there are fans of a game which can make you happy with a mod and give you a pleasant time to add to the game. That's actually quite cool. The community sometimes. And it gives you more out of the game you paid for. Alright, hello. Ciara, do you have anything to say, by the way?
Do you need something?
Yeah.
I must leave you. See you later.
Yeah, she would probably have a indication that she wants something to say. I still have one more thing about Malenia I would like to mention, but it's not only tied to the conversion mod, but it brings it up. Alright. I'm curious. Yes, we could save again, by the way. No. Yes. Just in case anything bad happens, we want to have a safe game.
Hey! You are the Onol Menawi who freed us. We managed to reach Vikshadir.
They told me what you did for them, Renaikse. Well done. I was able to give them the care they needed. Some wounds will take time to heal, but they are safe thanks to you.
I'm happy to see that they're better.
But you didn't come here for that, did you?
No. I came to ask for your help. The doctor who captured and tortured you is about to be tried for his crimes. He has a lot of support among his people. He's a respected man despite what he did. If we don't have testimony from some of his victims, he will surely be released.
You'll have our words. We'll go to the Grand City and tell our story.
And the Mad Lion will die for causing so much harm to our people.
May the earth engulf him. You can return to Hikmet. I'll make sure they get there in good health.
Thank you, Teer. And thank you all. I blame myself for forcing these poor people back to the city where they have suffered so much.
Yep. But sometimes, in order to convict someone, you sadly enough gonna need to go through some things again. Sadly enough. Alright. Travel, right? Yeah. And that's probably just gonna be a camp, right? Yeah, camp area. Okay, screw that for now. So. You know, in the fights of Elden Ring, and in the version 1.0, Malenia has a move you cannot see in the normal version. It looks very beautiful, and it's a really cool move, and it is the waterfall dance, the original waterfall dance. The one we know now is not the original. It's called Malenia's Blade. All right, the original waterfall dance actually looks like a dance, and it's in the converted mod. And just have to say, I love it. I'll send you a link where you can see it. Okay, then actually have a quick look at that, right? It's also a shame it's not in the final version of Elden Ring. Yeah, let's see. You're probably not gonna go through all the battle. I just am interested. The version was compiled in October before the network test was held. Okay, it's many things are different. Any item placement is missing or completely different. Lie in some AI files. It's around 2 minutes. Okay. Let's take a look at the famous blade. Okay. I do miss the death sound. But wait a second. It's this is the original Yeah, and that's what I that's the one not in the game. I was not. Then maybe that's my stupidity. If you would have shown me that without telling, I couldn't tell the difference. That would have been. I would have said that's the thing she did in the final version, or the version I played too. I mean, okay, what's the difference there? She's not jumping around or what? There already was the... Yeah, I know. That's, I just don't see the difference to... I can't remember the difference to the one we encounter. Just type... I just don't see the difference. Come on, don't buffer YouTube, please. Okay. It looks a little bit more fluid, I think. And she's not jumping around, right? Okay, I see. Yeah, I bet they have had a good reason why they've changed that, right? Let's hope that. Yep, it looks kind of cool. I agree. Which one is easier to dodge? The pre-release one or the in the release is easier to dodge? But maybe, okay, the pre-release one is easier to dodge. Maybe that's the reason why they changed it. I don't know.
Dr. Honor, what do you want?
It's always nice to ask.
What
First,
is your role and what is your research topic?
I'm in charge of the governor's laboratories. My main research concerns the Malachor, of course. Above all, we searched for a way to reduce the suffering of the sick.
Searched?
Now that we have access to my colleague Asili's work, it gives us hope of finding a cure.
So the crimes he committed while conducting his work do not concern you?
He will be judged for that. But it would be a shame for him to have done all this for nothing.
I somehow imagine the guys in charge at FromSoft. That's actually when I played Elden Ring. I always thought that they sometimes were sitting after a hard night, after they drank too much alcohol, with a bad mood in the morning, and we're discussing how to make bosses harder to beat because they are in a bad mood. That's always how I imagined some bosses, how they got so hard, by the way.
What do you think of Dr. Asili now that you've learned how he conducted his research?
Well, obviously the few excesses he has conceded himself are unfortunate. but he remains the greatest scientist that the Alliance has ever known. His work has had a profound effect on science. It seems quite unfair to me to reduce his life's work just to what he has done lately.
If I understand correctly, you will be one of his defenders.
Naturally. I don't deny that he made a terrible mistake, but he meant well. And he was probably acting on behalf of our helplessness to combat the Malicor.
Would you agree to speak at the trial? Your influence could be crucial.
Oh, but I already intended to give a statement. His lawyer came to find me.
So are you ready to defend a man who used to torture and murder to advance his research?
Indeed. Because I think the entire work of a scientist should not be judged on a single mistake. It is obvious that he should not have used such methods, but Asili has never been very political. I doubt he understood the implications of his actions.
So you're saying the only problem in this case is political?
Essentially, yes. The war he nearly caused could have been expensive for our governor and the city, but let's not fool ourselves. No tears will be shed over the fate of a few of those bloodthirsty savages.
Pardon me? Well, but now I have to fight her in the original one to find out where she's better than I had thought, or if they fixed her in the Convergent mod. But I guess that would be nice to know, but I guess that's still, on the other hand, gonna change over time, right? If they're still in the alpha version, I guess still some things will be tweaked, and if it's gonna be the full release of the mod, it might then be still a different thing, right?
Afra, did you have something to say to Dr. Honor?
Thank you, de Sardet. I feel it is my duty to warn him. You probably know that I was one of Dr. Asili's students.
Naturally. It is undoubtedly under his influence that you have developed this remarkable analytical spirit.
Perhaps. But my analytical mind also pushed me to refuse to continue working with him. I saw his madness and cruelty grow deeper, and what we discovered in this laboratory was abominable. We must condemn him, not only so he can pay for this crime, but to free science from these kinds of abject methods.
Very well. You've convinced me. I will now testify for the prosecution. It is true that it's time to turn the page and leave his cruel methods behind.
Thank you, Doctor. Dr. Honor is an influential scholar. His testimony would convince the judges.
That was easy. But that's what I meant with that was easy, yeah. That was suspiciously fast, yeah. It was a 180... Wait, too quick. By the way, Michael, to tell me once... Do you still have a Elden Ring save game before Millennia? Or do you need to go there to play the game until you can meet her? Yep, that was a little bit of a too fast of change of mind, but maybe just listen to good arguments. Let's hope that. I'm afraid I don't. I will probably have to go there again. Alright, to the right. But she dropped, on the other hand, a beautiful armor, I think. A very good looking one. Although there are many good looking armors in Elden Ring. Yep, they are. Was he just peeing? Buddy. No, he's not peeing. He's doing something else. I guess he's greasing a bottle or something. Yeah. Disgusting, buddy, by the way. Okay. Pop. And you know, I was thinking the Convergence mod is also for Doctors 3, so maybe I'll play that one too. Do it, buddy, and tell me if you do, and when you are playing it. As I said, it's always cool if mods give you a new experience with a game you've already played, and which increases the fun factor in replayability. Now, okay, it's the empty office again.
You have returned, Your Excellency. Do you have any news on our matter?
An alchemist studied the powder that we found in the laboratory. Apparently, it's some kind of concentrate made from the blood of several patients with the Malachor. It seems that less than a pinch of this powder is enough to contaminate whoever consumes it. There's enough here to make a small town sick.
A terrifying thought. I will add the analysis and this powder to the evidence on record. You have gathered overwhelming evidence. The defense will have a hard time saving the accused. I think we can go to trial with confidence now.
A Naut victim of Dr. Asili agreed to testify at the trial.
Excellent. This kind of testimony will certainly rattle his defense.
The Islanders will testify at the trial. Their injuries will surely convince the judges.
Indeed. But do bear in mind that the Islanders are not highly regarded in Hikmet.
I managed to convince the scientists in the governor's laboratory to speak in our favor.
Excellent. These are not direct witnesses, but if they denounce the doctor, we are sure to be heard.
I even got a testimony from one of Dr. Asili's colleagues.
Perfect. That will convince our scientists, and you know how important they are in Hikmet.
Afra, one of Dr. Asili's former students, has agreed to testify.
Excellent. This woman is very respected by the governor. Her statement will carry a lot of weight.
I'm going to continue my investigation.
Now we are through with that, but I wanted to save before we start something where we might screw up. I do not know, but that always is a possibility, right? First of all, the link didn't came through. Second, I guess it's just on the Nexus site, right? And I am, unless I buy Elden Ring on the PC, I'm not going to be able to play the mod since that is not allowed on PlayStation.
Do you have any news on our matter?
Will the trial begin soon?
It seems to be the right time. Excellent investigation work. I think we have every chance of winning.
Where will the trial be held?
At the palace. I regret to inform you that you will not be able to attend. However, I'm sure the governor will keep you informed of the outcome of the proceedings.
Favorite with the British Alliance.
The trial was exemplary. Asili's madness was exposed to the entire world. And you have demonstrated the horror of his methods.
Thank you, Excellency. But all praise should be showered upon Sardet. The evidence he supplied was irrefutable.
It was necessary that you hear the victims, in order to understand the extremities to which your science has taken you.
Come now. One cannot conclude that science was guilty here.
Not science, but the savants were. It is never right to set aside humanity in the name of the common good. No knowledge justifies killing or torture.
Your words are wise, and I promise to remember them.
You have not always shown yourself a man of impeccable judgment, Excellency.
We are all, from time to time, victim of our own blind enthusiasm, that is true. But this trial has shaken my usual resolve. It may very well change the course of history.
Alright, good. I'm sorry, I just was on the YouTube channel from the Convergence mod dudes. Okay. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Alright, good. Yep, it was easier to send you their Twitter instead of talking about every single thing I like or found interesting. Yep. You got a point there. Alright, good. Sorry, I was distracted by Twitter and a wonderful picture of, I think, the matriarch. I know it's kinda off topic, but I have to say I hate Twitter. Don't worry, Twitter is dead, right? There's no more Twitter anymore. I don't like Twitter, formerly known Twitter or X. I don't particularly... I'm not very fond of Twitter / X too. I'm not very fond, and I get... If I take a look at the trends there sometimes and read comments, I get very often very angry and need to close the app or website. I don't like it because it's bloody toxic. Oftentimes. And I have the feeling that there are very stupid people.
Are you certain that you want to attend this?
I do not want to attend. I must.
Dr. Asili, you have been found guilty of all accusations brought against you. In consequence, the Bridge Alliance Tribunal condemns you to death. Do you have any final words?
You treat me like a monster. But how many times have you stayed your own hands? So close to the goal to finally find a remedy, you would have done as I. What
It's a
do
cool
few
mask, yeah.
lives mean when the future of all humanity hangs in the balance? You are nothing more than idiots, incompetents, and you, Baron, are the greatest hypocrite of all. You know that I am right.
Executioner, earn your pay.
You know that I am right.
Okay, I thought she might do something. By the way, what's the reason why you don't like X? Is it because of the stuff which is posted there? Or do you have no particular reason which would be valid too?
Sardet, I'm happy to see you. Can I do anything?
Okay, that's one. Okay, understood. We can switch the platform and maybe what's the social media platform from Donald Trump called? Truth Social? Maybe we can try that one out. Maybe it's better there.
I must leave you.
When he back in the day was before Elon Musk was the CEO of Twitter, he's got his account disbanded, and then he said, okay, I'm just gonna make my own social media platform. Is it Truth Social? Yeah, Truth Social. It's all tech social media platform created by Trump Media and Technology Group. But I guess it's gonna be quite toxic too.
Green blood, my friend. Do you need something?
Okay, good. That is through. Alright, then we can select. Okay, so good. We have witnessed a execution, so to say. We have uncovered weird things, weird experiments on natives. That's so bad. And now we can talk to Captain Ruben. Damn, that kind of sounds like a nightmare. Yep. But Twitter was just chosen back in the day. Kadesh suggested it was just chosen because lack of a better option. And since YouTube doesn't have any DMs anymore, a little bit of connection there. Okay. Logging expedition. Assess the situation in the Kalsen Glade. What about that? Ah, okay, I think that was the thingy where I wasn't able to see where to go, right? Okay, thank you, by the way, for the hint with Ruben. If it's gonna fail now, then we postpone it to later. Totally fine. And if I'm gonna be too stupid to find what we need to do here, I think there we... Okay, let's see. Personally, don't have any replacement for it either. Yeah. I mean, theoretically, I don't know if that is gonna be any better. But Discord could be a alternative for some sort just of messaging to message each other, right? That would be the only thing I could now think of. But I totally am with you with your dislike. I don't like X too. Totally agree with you. Now we have to go. Okay, anyways. Let us go there. And... Oh, okay. A new area. Nice. Okay, good. Now I'm hyped again. I'm sorry. I'm easily too hyped sometimes. Michael, I wanna not ask for your opinion, but I want to ask you for your opinion, experience, considering off-topic cyberpunk, right? I don't mean that bad. I don't need action all the time, but I sometimes there's a lot of talking in cyberpunk, right? When I played yesterday, I just wanted to have a little action. I did a side quest. I played 60 minutes and 50 minutes were conversations. I didn't even imagine that. I thought there would be more walking and driving around instead of actually dialogues thingies. Is that your impression too? Am I just a little bit weird in that way? Okay, I picked the wrong side quest then. No, it was a main quest, by the way. Come to think about it. Was it I think it was a main quest. There's a quest where... How do I put that? You are gonna... How's his name again? There's a dude, Tatamoki... A Japanese dude where you need to... kidnap a doctor, and you talk with the doctor about the implant you have, and then you need to do a couple more missions for the Japanese dude, and there was a lot of, and then you meet with the son of the leader, I think, and then it's driving around in the van and basically just talking. Let me actually look up his name. Takamura. Yeah, exactly. That dude. Not that I think that's not bad, but I was just, I thought it would be more action heavy. Cyberpunk. Definitely, he's. I for sure don't remember the quest, but I do remember. He's pretty charismatic. Yep, he is, and I do like the conversations, by the way. He's very charismatic. Sometimes a little bit impulsive. But a character I do like. And talking about kidnapping, do you mean the kidnapping of No, not of her. No. Hellman. Andrews Hellman. It was a side quest with or coming origin. It was with the no, there was a this dude. There was before a quest with Panem, which I do like too. And then you got into the questioning of that dude. Maybe you do remember him. It was with Panem, yeah. Who has a weird name, but if you'd say Panem, I would know. I'm sorry. I didn't think you would remember Panem. That's why the other day, I did ask something about romance, right? Because of Panem, by the way. Yep, she's cool. Yep. Yep, we can do that. Let me save, then I turn around, then I do very quickly go to the restroom, and then let's, I think I already said that in the last two streams that we should distribute some points, right? Just give me a second, then we will do that. Give me just a sec. All right. And yes, inventory. Yep. Let us do the skill points now. If we come... Okay, we have the chest there. Okay, screw it. We do it now. So we do not have... I wanted to at least see if I can... if I can get some stuff, I can give some stuff to our companions. Okay, first of all... So, we have... we have 19 points here. We have those points and that one available too. Yeah, okay. I just thought... Okay, charisma we can definitely go for. I was thinking, Michael... What about Vigor? Or Vigor? I mean... Increase the maximum ammo capacity and lets you slightly recover and either... Vigor... Oh, okay. Intuition... What was... Okay, unlock contextual dialogue options. That would be the thing why I think I'm opting to intuition. Intuition. The only actually useless option is the craftsman. Okay. Okay, good. And theoretically with lockpicking we have +1 on armor, so that's good. Nice. Okay, attributes. We are maxed out in strength. Endurance. Agility, okay. Best rings, don't care. Willpower, I don't care. Increases the power of all firearms and that would be nice, right? Okay, take your time. Just wanna see what we still have open here. Just to get an overview. Allows the application. Alright, aiming is very good since you would get access to better guns. You could take... Whoopsie daisies. Since you would get extra better guns, you could take agility for swords, but that's kind of useless since you are already using heavy weapons. Or you could take endurance, which allows you to wear heavy armors, but since you already have one of the best armors in the game, it only makes sense because the more HP it gives you. Yep. In your opinion, the best one is is the aiming thing, and that's exactly my that is what makes the most sense in my opinion too. Good. Agility, no, not yet. Or not yet, but I don't. Okay, where's the heavier? The heavies are okay. Anyways. Now, Michael, with the skills, I do not know. The only thing which for me now would make sense is actually to take these three, Fury and the ones above. The other ones, I don't know, the alchemy thingies, anointed weapons, and this part, I don't know, the trap part, and the only thing would be then grenade throwing stuff, but I don't know. Okay, Fury. And the roll. Okay, I see. Ah, okay, I see. To be honest, I mean, the health potion spell, well, stasis doesn't matter, the ring thingy, the healing, do you? Okay, the magic healing, I won't care. The only, okay, cleanses poisons, okay, that's useful. Restores more health, that's useful. Okay, I see. Okay, it's useful. Okay, it's useful. It restores then armor too, or 50% of the armor. Okay, I was wrong. It's useful. $500. Okay, okay, I see. Alright, let's... And I would go up the full path to heal up the allies too, plus the armor restore. Also, wait a second. Ah, okay, it's... Ah, wait, okay, oh. It's just for the magic healing, oh. I thought that was for all the health potions, but I don't... Yeah, okay, let's go. Let's see if I use it in combat. So we still have 5 skill points open, which we will distribute at another point in time. Okay, good. Now, and you can do whatever you want with the rest of the points. I think that this is the final important distribution. Did you, just for your... The only way to go, Michael, which in my opinion would make sense, not that this is in any sort of importance, we can, I guess, rule those two out. I would for now rule blades out. The only thing would be to go in the set trap option. Okay, and do a hybrid build. Okay. That makes sense. And then I would de-equip the sword we have equipped and have the ring and then switch from time to time. Or you could finish the green one from the gun. I will... Not now. I would leave that open for a tinsy little bit, at least for until Sunday. Let's agree on that, please. I'm not certain. Don't want to decide now. Okay, let us take a quick look. We have a lot of firearms. That needs level 4. And we are at level 3. Let's actually... I maybe should check how much damage our current weapon does. 374 and 61. That would be an upgrade. My first final build was mage heavy weapons, but it was... Oh, not but, sorry. And it was cool, but I kinda have to say the guns are cooler. Okay. That would be the first little upgrade to our character. Oh, and we can even upgrade the weapon too. Okay, I see. I saw the pistol too, Michael. Then let us talk. Do you know why? I didn't decide, or I didn't take the pistol because I was... Because of the armor damage, because it does way less armor damage. That was the reason why I ruled that out. This one, right? The compact triple. Oh, I see. Okay. Okay, okay. Yeah, you're right. The base spotted and you can upgrade it, for example, armor damage. Okay, before we... Let's quickly go through at least the 2 companions we have around us, then we will travel back to the blacksmith, upgrade it, and then we talk to the dudes there. But first of all, I would like to bring... Oh, that's cool. I thought I need to put everything into inventory. That's good. Well, I'm putting some stuff into the inventory, man. Oh boy. The red beret looks good on her and it's better. Red beret. Because there was no option. Yes, I know that it put it into inventory because I didn't... If I go to the character, there's only the put into inventory option. I totally realized that. There's no option with equipping it to her. I can only set it to inventory. But I can go here and put it on her. That is what I now realized. But I do not see... Where did you see the red beret thingy armor? Ah, headpiece, okay. Yeah, but this one would be... That's for us, right? That would be totally better. And this one would be better than the gunner's thingy too, right? Good. That one I won't equip. Have I done? I wanted to see how that looks on Kurt. No, that's not the one I do want to give to Kurt. Don't worry. You switch it up. I just messed up there a little bit. Now, place it in inventory. Okay, good. To the lady. Right. The helmet kinda fits. Now. Yeah, okay, since we cannot wear it anyways, that's a better option for now, agreed. And it looks intensely better than the Babat. Why is that kinda hell? Okay, I think we... Oh, wait a second, okay. The whole chest confused. Forgive me. You reminded me of that. I didn't want to go through the equipment thingy. And then I just thought it better now than next time, right? If you wouldn't have reminded me, we wouldn't have gone through it. So you brought hell on yourself. I expect more from you, Michael. Everything you do with me is kinda hell. So you should have actually should have known it before that this is going to be a painful process for you. Not for me, for you. On the other hand, the chest thing is just confusing with the inventory tab and everything. Why did you put the major armor in the chest? That one is important because of the science perk. Just to see if you paid. Maybe by accident. Do you know, I'm just a human person who from time to time, although relatively not very often, does mistakes too, right? There is not always a reason behind stuff I do. Sometimes it is just a bare error or me being a genius. if I would have... Don't put blame on me, Michael. If I would have put blame on anyone, I would have put the blame on you. That would have been the better thing to do, right? I don't. That's a shame. There are so many shameful things in the world, Michael. Okay, good. Enough of that. Let me pickly. Actually, I just realized that myself, Michael. Don't worry. Don't you worry. And while I'm at it, that armor looks kinda bad on Afra. Yeah, might be. On the other hand, this is not a top model or a stream going after what looks the best, right? That's actually the good part. Now let's see. Then I messed up there. It's not in the chest. Oh, okay, wait. Wasn't the... Okay, then yes, major, the one plus science, and the one with lockpicking we have 2. Doesn't matter at all. I do like GreedFall, but I have to say, for me, at least if you play it on a console, the chest system with inventory, the tabs is kinda confuses me. That's why there was a little mess up. Since how you go through it and then do need to select armor and weapons, that's in my opinion not that nicely designed. But anyways, doesn't matter.
It's a great pleasure to see you again at the forge. What can I do?
Now, ideally we want to have something with plus, which increases the armor damage. I would just want to see, is it only... Just wanted, okay, pink, purple ones. I then But I would say, I get your point. Don't you think that but I'm afraid it doesn't make much sense here. Don't you think overall that the short grip with gold inlay is the best one? Or for which one would you opt? I mean, this increases the physical damage. This one, physical damage plus regen. This is just stun. Then I would say that one, for now, is the best one. And on the other hand, it has a gold inlay, right? Can you do anything wrong with gold? I'm sorry, I was silly. All right. Silver's better. I just said it's better because of its value on the market and not because of any physical properties. Silver, like being harder than gold. I was not thinking about physical attributes of silver. That might be that silver is better. I don't know. Well, in that case, allow me to introduce diamonds. Yep, but we do not have diamonds available here in-game, right? If the gold inlay would be a gold inlay with diamonds on it, I would have taken that one. On the other hand, there are other things which are more valuable than diamonds, right? Like moonstone.
What's happening here, soldier?
These islanders want to enter a plot of land that belongs to the congregation.
They are denying us access to the glade.
We must heal it. Otherwise, this land will die.
I am sorry, but we cannot let you enter this area.
But we only want to plant some new trees. Bring life back.
These people are fanatics, Your Excellency. Several woodcutters died last night, and I'm willing to bet that these savages had a hand in it.
You are killing the earth, so it kills you in return. All of you are cursed.
Shut it, you savage!
De Sardet, I'm the legate of the merchant congregation on this island. I came to shed light on this affair. You said that some woodcutters died.
Aye, they fell sick and died a few hours later. Well, the camp doctor will be able to tell you more about it. You'll find him in the barracks right here.
Thank you, soldier. I'll go see him.
Please, Your Excellency, you may come in.
Yeah, okay, in a sec. Yeah, but gold is also good for CPUs, yep. Society wants you to think that precious gems and metals are important, but the truth is the best one is the simple rock we all played with as kids, yep. Yep, you're right. But society tries to tell you let's not go into society, right? They are telling you so many things which are just stupid.
We want to give life back to the earth.
Do you not understand that these woods are sacred?
Yeah, right. We told you to leave. Now go.
Alright, saving the game might be a good thing to do too. Just if we need to make a decision which hurts reputation here with the wrong part, maybe, I don't know. So let me quickly check, investigate, okay.
Hello, Doctor. I am the legate of the congregation. I was told about the disputes caused by this camp, and a soldier told me that several woodcutters died recently.
Yes. They got sick yesterday afternoon, and a few hours later they were dead. I couldn't do anything except watch them writhing in pain. None of my remedies worked. If seeing corpses doesn't bother you, you can come and see the bodies. They're here. I hope that whatever killed them is not contagious.
Let's hope that we, in-game, do not have any problems with dead bodies.
These poor woodcutters look like they've suffered. This one has a swollen tongue. Blood at the corner of the mouth. There are some peculiar red patches on the bodies. His eyes are bloodshot. This man choked to death. Strong smell of ammonia. The entrails must have been perforated.
The appearance of these bodies and the smell emanating from their mouths leaves me in no doubt. They were poisoned. That this doctor could have believed that this was simply an illness is beyond me.
I can't see anything else of interest.
So, what do you think? Do you recognize their disease?
They didn't die of disease. They were poisoned. There's no doubt about it.
You're probably right. But I've heard these savages talking so much about curses, so I thought it must be a mysterious disease, rather than seeing what was before my eyes. But how could these three men be poisoned?
Welcome back, Michael.
Did they drink anything in particular?
They like to drink their fills in the evening. Life is dreary here. But if the poison was in the alcohol, I'd also be on the pile of corpses.
What did they eat yesterday? Did they eat any mushrooms?
No, we avoid that kind of thing. We don't know enough about the region's plant life. The congregation provides us with dry produce, otherwise we eat game. Yesterday they butchered a beast brought by the hunters.
Hunters?
Natives who bring us game regularly in exchange for knickknacks. But they've been restocking us for months. I struggle to believe that they're involved.
Well, we'll see what they have to say. Where can I find them?
They usually hunt on the edge of the wood that leads to this camp.
Okay. Then let us find some hunters and have a talk with them. I just wanted to test out the pistol.
Atoi! This is our prey, Renaikse. How can we earn our reward if you hunt our prey?
Do you know Philomena Sang? If not, I recommend it's hilarious. No, I do not know. Okay, it's a yes. Yep. I know I've seen the actress in it's a parody of documentary movies. She interviews people and always makes it weird, but she always keeps a straight face. I've seen her in a series called Afterlife. A little bit of a depressing series. But I've not known, did not know that she, I'm going to take a look at it, Michael. I've not seen this series or comedian thingies. I'll take a look. it's apparently. Is this a, by the way, is this a British thing? That reminds me a little bit of. Do you remember from Sacha Cohen, Ali G, for example? It seems similar, right? From the 2 sentences I read there.
We only defended ourselves. These beasts attacked us. But take them. We do not intend to eat them.
Thank you. But what are you doing here, Renaikse, if you're not here to hunt?
We were looking for you.
Us? What do you want from us?
3 woodcutters were poisoned yesterday after eating what you brought them.
Poison? I swear we are not responsible for this.
But I haven't seen it. I've heard of it though. Thank you, Michael, for your recommendation. I will take a look. I'll take a look at that.
Listen, all the clues lead to you, but it may simply have been an accident. How about you tell me exactly what happened?
It wasn't really an accident, but we did not want to kill them either.
Then tell me how it happened.
We did not decide to do this. We were trading beautiful things with the camp. But the elder said that we would be traitors to our clan if we let the woodcutters cut down all the trees.
Which elder?
One of the old men from Vigigidor, our village. He is very angry because we cannot heal the glade. He gave us the meat of an andrig killed by a venomous dosentats. Its flesh is perfectly edible when prepared with certain berries, but without them, eating it would be lethal. And since the Renaikse invaded our forest, these berries are nowhere to be found. He wanted it to be a lesson for them, so that they may understand that their destruction brings death.
I will not hold you responsible, but from now on you will no longer bring meat to this camp. You are the instruments of a hateful old man's vengeance. And I'm under the impression that there will be even more deaths if I do not get to the root of this problem.
This old man is devious. The method he used was very original. But now people have died. The woodcutters will want vengeance and things will only get worse.
This whole thing could turn into an open war. We cannot let that happen. Sardet Corsillon will be able to give some advice on how to solve this property conflict without violence.
That's a good one. Otherwise, we might need to lie. Hope you enjoy. I think I'm gonna enjoy it, Michael. Let's see. I will tell you on Sunday. I will take a look at. I don't even know how to. It's not sketches, right? At her semi or not semi. At the pseudo documentary. But I think I'm gonna like it. Just says something about history and then says something that completely messes it up. Sometimes I have the impression I do that, but not on purpose. When I talk to people in front of me. That's why I sometimes prefer not to talk to people. I'm just kidding. Well, I'm intrigued. I will tell you, as I said, on Sunday. But I doubt I'm not gonna like it. I really doubt it. Ignore it. He's just cleaning the same spot. Although it's a different spot now. Okay. Let's actually head in here and have a quick conversation. Oh boy. But that's actually not who we need to talk to. Although he looks very, very... He looks already like a zombie. For example, you've probably seen this guy shows a picture of Henry VIII and then says that's because he's fat and takes out a lot of space. Oh boy, okay, yeah. I think I'm gonna like her. I'm gonna like that. I'm quite certain. Walk up and not against walls. Hello, buddy.
Sardet,
The Sardet, my young student. What can I do for you?
I have come to find you because I received a complaint from the natives of the village of Vigigidor. They want to be able to access a clearing, exploited by our woodcutters to heal it. To reforest it, I assume. But our men there say that it belongs to them, and are refusing to let the natives enter it. The site was supposedly ceded to them several months ago, but tensions are running high and some men have lost their lives. If we don't intervene, we're heading for a real confrontation.
It is very regrettable, and I approve of your desire to appease this conflict. According to what you have told me, if ever there was a contract, it must have been signed under our former governor. You should go to the archives and verify this. Then go and talk to Lady Laurine de Morange. And of course, I'll be delighted to help you once things have been clarified.
Thank you, Professor. Once more, you've been of great help.
Can your old professor still prove himself useful?
There was a very old computer like those huge ones from the early ages of computers and asked, what games does it have? Oh boy, yeah. But on the other hand, that reminds me, that's, at least in the German computer hardware enthusiast scene, some sort of troll posts under reviews of GPUs. The question, does it run Crisis, a game from 2013, which was back in the day quite GPU heavy. Anyways, okay, and okay, that one is gonna be funny, I hope, about the Soviet Union. I'm intrigued. Okay, Soviet Onion, okay. Yeah, my brain fixed that. The Soviet Onion. Yeah, I will... Okay, I've just opened up the short. What was the Soviet Onion? That's hilarious. And what I like, by the way, I just had it at the beginning open. You probably mean the Soviet Union. No, it's Onion. I saw it on the paper. Okay, I'm gonna like it. I'm gonna take a look at it, Michael, and tell you on Sunday a more profound opinion. Well, thank you for watching. We will see us here back on Sunday at the usual time. Good night, and may the Almighty Sleeper protect you too, Michael. I wish you a wonderful end of the week and a wonderful weekend, and hopefully we are going to see us on Sunday. Thank you for the like, thank you for the conversation, Michael, and thank you for the help. Good night, and